MuleSoft meetup. We are going to discuss on the agent-to-agent support in MuleSoft. Next slide, Pratik. Okay, so this is a safe harbor statement. So both speaker and the host, so Pratik and myself. So we are organizing this meetup in our individual capacity only, and we are not representing our companies here. And this presentation is strictly for learning purposes. So we do not hold any responsibility that the same solution which Pratik is going to demonstrate, it will work for your business requirements. And this presentation is not meant for any promotional activities. Yeah, Pratik. This is our general housekeeping rules. The recording of this meetup will be uploaded to the events page within 24 hours. And then let's make this session interactive. Okay, and you can just submit your questions at any time to in the chat or question as in the question and answer tab. Okay, so it's really good like to have a conversational like session, right? Let's not make only it's a one way or one sided conversation. Let's make this session interactive. Okay, and after this session is over, you will get an email for the feedback. So do give your feedback as well. Okay. So this is our session, agent to agent support in MuleSoft, so in which Pratik would be covering about the basics of A2A or agent to agent and what are its key concepts, and then we'll move into the demonstration section. Okay, so I am the organizer for this meetup. I am working as a technology architect in Infosys. I am a MuleSoft ambassador and a MuleSoft meetup leader. I'm MuleSoft certified integration and platform architect. I got around 14 years of experience in the integration domain. So I started with IBM Sterling Integrator, then I moved to TIPCO, and now I'm working in MuleSoft. So this is my LinkedIn profile. You can definitely connect, and I love to share my knowledge on MuleSoft. So I've created my own YouTube channel as well, Your Integration Buddy. So if you got some time to check out some of the stuff I have posted over there. And our speaker is Mr. Pratik Patel. So yeah, Pratik Patel, over to you, please. Just unmute yourself, Pratik.
Sorry. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
saying,
please go ahead, Pratik.
I was saying, like, thank you, Vikas, for giving me this opportunity to present this topic. And it is really delightful to have this a virtual session, but I think everyone can speak up and share their experience also. So
Yep.
yeah, so basically about myself. So I'm currently working in TCS. So I have been working with Infosys earlier, and I have completed like all the developer certificate of MuleSoft. And yeah, looking forward to learn more from Vikas and many much Mohali meetup group moderators as well. Yeah,
Sure,
so
sure.
starting with the session, so shall I start with Vikas?
Yep. Yes. Let's start. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, agent to agent protocol, like it is an open standard designed to enable seamless communication between the AI agents. So the AI agents are basically the agents which has the capability to perform autonomous tasks without the human interventions. So this was basically developed by Google, and it is now released as open source with the Linux Foundation. And to put it like simply, what is an A2A? It is like imagine there is a like team of experts speaking different language without a translator. Like they can't collaborate effectively on a complex project. So A2A is basically that translator, and it is built on like on protocols like HTTP, SSE, and JSON RPC. So now, why there is a need of like A2A protocol? So you must be aware about the MCP protocol, the Model Context Protocol, like which is developed by Anthropic. And to just give simple explanation about MCP, so it is an open protocol that standardizes like how applications provide context to large language model, and in simple terms, it acts like a layer between the LLM and the tools. and it is a USB-C port. And just like how MCP is a USB-C port between the LLMs and the tools, A2A is also like a layer between the AI agents. So it is a USB-C port for the AI agents. So to perform, like if there are like complex goal that needs to be achieved, and you need the power of the LLMs as well, right? So where this is where that A2A comes into the picture and eases the communication part of the agents. So just like in MCP, we had like when we speak of scaling, like tool integration. So when we scale, we see like there will be like custom code needs to be created to directly integrate with the LLMs, the tools. But the MCP eases it in the scaling issue. And similarly, like A2A is also when there is a scale, there is a need of scale, there is a need for less point of failures, then this A2A agent will be there, which would be helping us. So yeah, like you can see, like this is like overview, like a client server architecture only for the A2A agent. So there is an A2A client, which is the client agent. It is an application, or like AI, or an AI agent that acts on behalf of the user. So the client initiates the communication using this chat interface, and that chat interface might be their client agent, and then it would be communicating with the A2A server. Now your A2A server can be like multiple agents. So there will be like different remote agents or the in-house agents that company might be having. And to have, so this to integrate this disparate AI agents, we can use this A2A protocol. So before like jumping to the A2A key concepts, like what is goal to have this A2A is to have like interoperability between the agents, then to dynamically find and understand what capabilities of each agents have, and like support various integration interaction modes, like synchronous request response, streaming for real time updates, and asynchronous push notification for long running tasks. So if we understand the phase wise, so how that agents will be communicated. So basically the discovery phase, like how that agent discovers each other. So basically when the agent discovers each other, so so in the key concepts I will be basically covering what all the key terminology is there, and just have an example also to like understand how the protocol is actually performing it. So in the discovery, so we have this agent card. It is nothing but a JSON metadata document, which lists all the agent skills, endpoint, and capabilities which it has. So let's say like so if I just show this also, yeah. So this is what how. So let's say that there is an agent A, and it needs to find an agent B and understand what it can do before talking to it. So agent B publishes an agent card. This is the standard JSON that you can see. So this card is then published by agent B, and it will be published on a like URI, so which basically is something like the uh, agent URL plus this well-known slash agent card dot JSON. So this will be like broadcasted by the agent B, and agent A will be reading it, which is the client agent. And what will happen, this file will act as a digital business card, listing agent B's name, description, and A2A endpoint, the skills or the tasks that it supports, the skills, the tasks, and the capabilities, like what so streaming capability is true or false. And then we also have message. So a message is a single turn of communication between client and agent containing content. So this is where the where we can understand this is a structure, and in the message we also have part, and in the part is where that actual communication will be happening. So if I show you the sample payload, so it would be like the message will be there. In the message object there will be role, parts, and the message ID. So role is basically who is speaking. So there will be a user, usually the calling agent, which is in our case like it will be agent A, and then there is another role which is agent role, and the responding agent is that the agent role, which is the agent B. And parts is the content where actually the communication will be happening, like what kind. So kind is text here, and how much the text is. So this is the prompt that the user is sending, how much is 10 USD in INR. And in the response, like if the role is agent, in the parts it would be like the kind as text, and then the response that it would give. And the message ID is that the unique ID. So there is also so now earlier that message which was there, so A2A also support, like it has a synchronous communication as well, it has asynchronous communication as well. So when we perform the synchronous communication, like the agent responds like in quickly, and in that session only, and we, and that's why that message part is there. But let's say like there is a task that takes long time to finish, right? Like image generation or complex task which is there, it is inefficient like for agent A to keep a single HTTP request open and wait for the result. So so here the task concept is there. So basically it represents the work assigned to agent B, or like each task, like now that if you see like in the agent A, if I send the task object, so agent A has assigned the task in the message, like this image needs to be generated. So if I just scroll over to this example, so yeah, so this is what I was loading up. So for the task, let's say a client sends a message to the agent, and it is to generate an image of a sailboat on the ocean. So the agent will respond with the boat image. So here it is responding with a completed task, but usually it would respond as in progress, and then the agent would wait for it. So and wait for it, and what it would do. So there will be like two ways to achieve to understand how the agent B completes the task. So agent A would do a polling, and usually the polling is not efficient way to check for the task. So there is also like a streaming method which can be so let's say in this while sharing that agent capabilities, right, there was a streaming agent capability. So if it is true, then SAC channel will be open, and the agent B might be having uh, capability to push the notification that this task has been completed to agent A, and agent A would then process the request. What would happen is agent B sends a status update as now working or task completed. For then the agent B can send him in the parts all the data. So this is the part content of it. So it has sent the file, the sailport image.png, then the kind task is written. And similarly, if so basically now the process, it has been identified like how the context should be maintained. So for context maintaining also, we have ID defined here, then we have context ID defined here. And similarly, based on this context ID, communication will be ended. So here, what user is asking is, please modify the sailboat to the red. So based on the context ID of the previous it was so previous based on the task ID. So this is a task ID. So based on the task ID, it has given the reference task ID as this, and the context ID it has given this. So it identified that the user is talking about this image, and that image then is getting modified, and the agent B will respond to it. So yeah, so there might be also a question like, why are we maintaining this context, or why are we maintaining this task ID or the context ID? So LLMs usually are basically stateless in nature. So they do not have any uh, idea about the what chat history that user had given. So currently that we see it in the GPT model, that chat GPT or the Gemini that we talk. So it already in the backend they already have some tools or some file method configured to store the past context. So yeah, coming back. So basically, I have referred it from the A2A protocol official websites only documentation. So I think so. Are we good with the key concepts, right?
Yeah, I don't see any questions in the chat. If anybody having any question, please unmute yourself, guys. You can ask. Okay. Yeah, no question, Pratik. Let's move ahead.
Yeah. So to show this A2A protocol in action, like, within MuleSoft ecosystem, so I have created this travel agent AI. So what it basically it does is so it will automate the end-to-end travel planning, so which is basically to integrate this remote agent. So I already have two agents, so the flight booking agent and this hotel booking AI agent. Now the flight booking AI agent I have like built it in MuleSoft only with the help of MCP, and which is like connected with the MongoDB database. The API layer is there, and then out of that layer we have the MCP server built with the MCP connector, and then this MCP server is connecting with this MCP client. This MCP client is basically Google Gemini LLM I'm using with this MCP client connecting with the MCP server. Then this together is making my flight booking AI agent. And this flight booking AI agent, in terms of A2A, we can call it as a remote agent or the A2A server. And similarly, there is another remote agent, that is hotel booking AI agent. That is also the base, the MuleSoft APIs are over it. The MCP server is there, and then we have it communicating with the MCP client, which is actually integrated with XAI's Grok LLM. And so my A2A server is also configured here only. So A2A server is configured here, and then we have A2A client here. My A2A client is my client agent, and this A2A servers are there in the remote agent. So this basically, the flight booking AI agent and hotel booking AI agent will be communicating with this OpenAI GPT LLM here, and then this would be connected to the client interface where the user will be communicating with it. So if I show more the flow, so what will happen, so when the user starts right to chat in the chat interface, it will provide the prompt, chat ID, and the timestamp. So in the client, so the client agent where the GPT is hosted, here what will be happening is, uh, so based on chat ID, it will check if chat history is available or else start a new chat history. So I need to provide context, right? As LLMs are stateless in nature, so this GPT doesn't might not be having context for each of the chat. So to provide the context, I am storing this chat history. So here initially what will happen? So just like in the A2A protocol, if I go towards here, if we see documentation, what is A2A? So there is this A2A request lifecycle. So we have client A2A server, right? So first the agent discovery happens, then the authentication, then the send message API, and then this is for the asynchronous communication. This is for the synchronous communication, which is there. So similarly, if we see the flow as well. So initially now what it will do, the client agent will try to fetch the agent card. So one from the remote agent, which is the flight booking AI agent, and another will be from the Grok, so which is this hotel booking AI agent. And if you see this also, I have this running right now. So this is the agent card that is getting displayed here. So it is the hotel booking AI agent. We have this URL of the agent. So the agent is running on this URL. Then the version, then the protocol version, so which A2A protocol it is using. Then the description, what this AI agent is about. So it is Grok based AI agent, which is responsible for booking the flight. So I have just updated booking the hotel, it should be here. So here the skills are listed. So agent perform user validation before performing any task. So this also has capability. This agent can search hotels from available hotel database. This agent can perform hotel booking based on user requirements. And yeah, streaming details, then push notification details, so based on this. So this all details I am fetching it into the client agent, and in the client agent, I am here reasoning. So in this, I am using the MuleSoft inference connector to connect it to the LLM. So here, what it is happening is it is reasoning here based on the template instruction and the data set I have provided. So template instructions is to train the AI, the LLM, like what is expected from this model. So here, from this instance, I am expecting to reason it and give me a structured payload. And so here I have given template instruction dataset and the prompts. So the dataset is basically the prompts, the chat history, and all the available agent details that I got from here. And then based on the reason, so I am here asking to give me agent flags, to set the agent flag. So user has queried it. So let's say user has queried, can you book a flight for me? So here this agent will reason for it, and it will uh, and based on the template and instruction, it will understand it and then give me a structured payload that the to keep the flight agent true and hotel agent false, and likewise. And also it gives me query like, so to distinguish between, like, so like if there are, so I have a hotel uh, AI agent and the flight AI agent as well, right? And each would require a different query. So to generate different queries for both of them, so I have uh, added a query also. So this LLM will also feeding the queries to the flight agent and the hotel agent. So now the flags are there. Will be setting the payload, and then we'll be querying it. So here basically it will go to this the flight agent. So yeah, it will go to the flight agent. In the flight agent is a similar process. So I haven't laid down the MCP process here, but MCP and the API's communication process. But it would basically do all the processing, like what all skill that it had, right? So similarly, like the skills that it had, what all, so that task will be performed here. And based on it, and it is running on Gemini. So Gemini will give me a response here, and this response then it will be given to my client agent. And similar functionality happens with the hotel AI agent as well. And then once I have the payload for both of them, then it will here. So there again, I am using that inference connector, then connecting to the GPT, and making it to reason, to like I am making it reason, and then to respond based on the template instructions and the data set that I have provided. So here again, the data set is the user prompt and the chat history that it has gathered till now, and the agent response that it is there. And then it would respond back in the natural language here to the user. So let's see it in live. I have just created a front end chat interface.
Yeah, before we move to demo, any question, guys, on the use case here? You can unmute and ask, guys.
Yeah, please feel free to ask.
Yep.
Uh, Hi Hi Pratik. So basically, we are as we know, right? So you are using the MCP one initially. So you are creating the two MCP servers, and you are integrated with them Gemini and all. And after that, you are again creating the one agent to communicate to with that MCP servers. Correct? With
Yeah,
this.
yeah, right,
So
right.
so it's nothing but a combination of your MCP server. We are communicating with two MCP server using this MuleSoft A2A client, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So
And yeah,
mhm.
go ahead.
Yeah, so basically this would be like MCP for our use case. I have for this demo purpose, I have created this MCP server to
Mm,
create this AI agent, but there could be like different
yeah.
AI agents which would be working on different protocol as well in the
Yes.
backend. Yeah.
Yeah. Understood. Okay. Fine.
Any other question, guys, before we move forward to the demo?
I think one question. So, I have provided with the context for this. I mean, the templates and those things. Why did you provide?
uh, I provided context because there would be some it would be not like some response like just like in an API we query some payload or we query some request, then the it would give us a response and we'll be done with it. But here there would be like user would be not giving the complete information as well, right? So can you so when user says can you book a flight, and agent will like respond like but where are the destinations, what will be the destination cities, right? It would require it.
No, I'm saying like, where did you provide the place? Is it in the MuleSoft code or is it somewhere?
Okay, so where did I provide it? So it is in the MuleSoft code only I have provided.
Okay.
So yeah, so we can go after this, like I will show this demo and we can I think check in the code as well like how it is there.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So
Yep, yeah, sure. Pratik, let's move forward with the demo.
yeah, sure. This is the interaction layer. So I'll do one thing. So here I am just adding the prompt. So I want to schedule a trip from 6th December for 2 days. So can you book a flight from Pune to Delhi and look for a hotel in Delhi? And I have just given that I'll be traveling alone. So now the agent is working. So it has given to proceed with booking your hotel in Delhi. I'll need to verify your membership information. Could you please provide email address? Let's check. This is there. I'll assist you further in finding booking and suitable hotel for your trip. So here also it has identified the flight booking AI agent, and for both it requires the email ID. I'll just provide in that mail ID which is there in the database. Think so. So it is just asking for hotel. So here I might have exhausted the keys here. Okay, the model is overloaded right now, I think. So here the flight booking. So in the chat also you can see the hotel is there, right? So what I will do is for time being, I just do one modification.
So exactly what happened, Pratik?
Yeah, so basically the Gemini, that model has responded, like, so here you can see, right? It was just, I had asked to book for a flight as well,
Uh-huh.
and it
Only
responded
the
with
hotels
the
only.
hotels only. It
Uh-huh.
responded, it didn't respond with the flight.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so basically here the error was there. The model is overloaded. Please try again later. So I
Oh.
think, yeah, so I think there might be some issue with Gemini.
Okay. Okay. So what's
Yeah.
the way out here?
So way out, what I will do is I will use the Grok only for both of them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I will just copy that API key.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
So it had to got overload right now only.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries. Take your time. It happens.
So if we are here, I think so. So basically here what I have done is there are like this is my MCP like servers which is configured. So book hotel demo and then my flight demo. The AI interaction layer is having this the client interface agent, which is the GPT agent here is configured. And in the AI agent nodes, I have configured this flight booking AI agent and the hotel booking AI agent. So MCP client and the A2A servers are getting configured here. This is started. Yeah, it got deployed. I just refresh this and the fresh prompts. Yeah, so it is asking, thank you for your patience. To proceed booking your flight from Pune, Delhi, could you please provide your email address to identity verification for the flight booking? So, so it has given me options for the hotel also. So I'll just provide email ID and please book hotel. Let's say this hotel I'm looking for. So Pune, Delhi, yeah, okay. So here you can see the agent queues are both the agents, flight booking AI agent and the hotel booking AI agent. So basically this was from the flight that it required email address validation. And here they are asking for the hotel selection, and I think after this it would be asking that email validation. So hopefully this email ID that I have provided should work for both the hotel validation again and this flight validation also. Okay, so now it has returned with the flight options. And additionally, you're staying in Delhi, you're requested to book Trident Hotel and this. If there are any other preference question, please feel free to ask. So yeah. So I'll book, select flight. I would go with this, and book hotel for I book hotel, and I would need to add the number of passenger and person also. One person. Because basically in the MCP I have given the template also to ask for the passenger and the person. Okay, so I think validation for hotel has failed somehow. I'll just give the email again. So this basically everything depends upon the reasoning model and how you are configuring the template and the instructions that you give. So more tweaking might be required in that section. So here it has successfully booked the flight. Yeah, so hotel booking also got successful. So I think something might be there in the instructions that might have conflicted, and it was asking the email again. So here it got the flight booking also, and here you have the hotel booking also. So that is how that it is performing. And if we go into the code, so first is the AI interaction layer. So here in the interaction layer, you will get the request here. This is how that it is there. Then based on chat ID, it would call to read the file if already a chat history is present. So I have just used the file connectors to store it, and I have this interaction chat here. So basically in JSON format, I am saving it. So this was all the interaction chat that is there here. And here also you can see I have just added this raw payload also. So here is the response, then the attributes, what all attributes of this payload that it is going. Then I have the available agents also, the flight booking AI agent, hotel booking AI agent, then the agent data. So how that flight agent responded, and then this is the response that I am delighted to confirm that this is the hotel reservation. And then the tools data that I have added. So it basically the data that it is getting from the MCP. Although it is not rated to communicate with the client agent, but I have just added here for the reference. So then interaction layer. So this is where the file will be read. And if there is like a new chat session, so if I do a new chat session here, right? Let's say book a flight for me. So a new chat ID gets generated, and here if you see the interaction chat. So yeah. So this chat got updated with the new chat ID. So the context it has for the new chat here. Now it is asking. So now the agent uses only the flight booking AI agent here. Then the payload is there. Now continuing to this. So this is for the chat. And then we'll call to fetch the all the available agents. Here I have the get card. So we know that that agent card is getting uh, broadcasted by this flight A2A client, agent, and this hotel agent. So here is the A2A client that I have configured. So if we see that here, so it is nothing but the server URL. So where I am hosting this, it is I have to configure here. So this server URL is configured in the A2A server. So here in the client, just I have to update it. And then the send get card, I am using it to fetch the available agents. Then we have primary interact. So this is the logic that I am building for the template and instruction. So this is the inference connector that I am using. So inference connector is basically connector to understand to connect with the LLMs. So this is where I'm connecting with this OpenAI model. So if you see here, so this is a template that I have given here. So you are a reasoning AI which checks prompts and identify which available AI agents or yourself you are there. And then I've given instructions to answer the request only in JSON format. And I have just given some rules to identify, like to not add extra text, like begin with this only. The query should be split in the array of prompts. And here, if you see, if I go to here, let's say I have logging here, the available agents. Yeah. So I am having this available agent is that flight booking agent. This is the agent card that is there. For the hotel booking also there is an agent card here. And then there is prompt and this chat history. So currently there was nothing there. So chat history is empty. And here you can see this the reasoning. So inference connector, what it has responded with the template and instruction that I provided. It is a flight agent flag. So here, since my query was related to book a flight for me, so it has responded with flight agent flag true, hotel agent flag false, and self interaction flag false. So this is not relevant. And there's a flight agent query. So book a flight for me. Hotel agent query, it is empty. So this is the query it's split. And yeah, so this is what the reasoning agent it is doing. And then I will call the agent to orchestrate. For this, what I have done is, so there is I have just add the validations here. So if that flag is true, then it would be basically going through this, and if it is false, it would just skip it, on air continue, and then it will go to the hotel booking. And if this is also false, then it will just on air continue, and then it would just go to the normal flow. It won't go. And if both are true, then it would basically execute through all of this. And here I am setting up this prompt, and here this is the send message payload. So this is in the JSON RPC structure that A2A protocol has given. It is in this structure. So I need to provide it in this. Here you can see the kind message, and I have given message ID as the chat ID, and the role is user. Then the parts I have just given text, and the text is, and there is a prompt. So this I needed to convert into string. So then the send message connector I have used. So here nothing but that the payload is given here. And similarly for the hotel, so query hotel agent, and then this is the payload. And once we get the response from every agent, so again I am calling this to store the chat, so have the context align. and then I will build the final response prompt. And then since so there then again I am using that inference connector and connecting with the open AI based on the chat history and based on the agent responses, right, to give me the response in the natural language. So this time I want in the natural language because I need to communicate with the user. So I have just given you are an intelligent interaction agent layer between the network of AI agents. So respond to queries of the user, check the chat history and current input based on both the parameters, form the response. And then this primary intact that I have given, interact is given. So I have just built the prompt. So prompt, the user prompt is there, then the chat history, and then the agent's data. And then that response is getting formed, and that is what I'm able to see here. So yeah, I think that was it for the demo part. So anyone have any questions related to the connectors or anything?
Yeah, guys, thank you, Pratik, for this insightful demo. So, yep, I think Edward, yep, please go ahead.
Yeah, just the references I have
Hello.
just focused.
I have a question regarding your workflow. As far as I can see, well, can remember, you call flight booking and then you call immediately afterwards reservation, hotel reservation. So, well, it's obvious because you need the input from reservation of flights in order to do reservation of hotel, but looks like, well, you do reservation of hotel even there is no flight reservation done.
No, no. So that is not the case. If I show the code again, so what will happen is, uh, yeah. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
validation is there. So now if this is like false, right? So flight
Okay.
agent flag is true. So if it is true, then it will go to this. And here also. So now let's say this is false, then it will go null. So this validation will fail, and then there is on error continue. So what will happen is this all it would not pass through here. It would then go to the next outside the try scope.
Okay.
Yeah, it would
Okay. That's
continue with the outside the try scope.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Another quick question. Well, I missed the beginning maybe. Can you explain how did you create the GUI graphical user interface for this chat?
Yeah, so that is basically, so I have a bit of knowledge about this front end also. So like to develop in JavaScript and React. So I have just like from the references I have created it. And also like my main inspiration is like from, if you see, so I have just MuleSoft AI chain project. So you can visit this. So like you will get insightful knowledge here also.
Very good. Thank you. Uh, it- well, that's pretty clear. So you give this references, but you don't have any small document for details, just presentation for now. But anyway, that's pretty clear. Thank you. It's full of insights.
Yeah, yeah, I will try to share a blog about it. Yeah,
Very good.
Yep, thank you, Pratik. If any more question, guys, please unmute and ask. Okay, so if not, I think we can wrap up this session. So, yep, thank you again, Pratik, for this great talk on A2A support in MuleSoft. I would really say like you explained the things very clearly, and it like made it easy to understand how different AI agents can connect and work together. Okay, so yep, thank you once again, and thank you all for joining this session. Thank you. Have a good day.
yeah.
Bye bye.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, Vikas.